I think it doesn't matter about is it 3.9 or 4.1. I think we're all sure that it will be around 4. And it gives us an impression of how robust actually US economy is moving ahead. The implication for the Fed seems to be pretty clear. They will move on with its normalization. Inflation is gradually increasing. So therefore, there's no doubt about that there's another rate hike for this year. And it will be seen what the market is actually pricing in for 2019. So the market is, I think, less convinced so far that the Fed is moving on with its, as I said, normalization and going into 3 to 4 rate hikes next year.
So if the Fed is front of the queue in terms of the tightening cycle and if the US remains the global growth leader, what are the implications then for monetary policy divergence? Because the ECB is waiting in the wings. Bank of Japan is right at the back of the line. Does all of this mean that the US dollar is going to be in the box seat?
Well, I think the US dollar could appreciate slightly more in the dollar index. However, you rightly pointed out the ECB is moving in the same direction in the sense that QE will end by the end of this year. And also the first rate hikes will be in the second half, if not in the Q4 quarter in 2019. But however, on the Bank of Japan, I'm more or less, let's say, convinced that the Bank of Japan will do nothing, especially what we've heard over the weekend in the press so far. It will be counteractive in terms of their inflation forecast, their inflation target, inflation expectations, and especially when we look ahead in the LDP elections, when most likely Abe will win again. The VAT hike will come on screen. So therefore, in these circumstances currently, with this volatility attached to it, I don't think that the Bank of Japan will do anything right now.
So did the market, especially the JGB market, did he overreact when you saw that rise in yields if the BOJ remains at the back of the line, given the fact, as you said, that inflation is nowhere near target yet?
I could think of. I think we have heard a lot of news recently, not only about the Bank of Japan, but everywhere else. Let's say trade issues. And then there is a backpedaling. So after the noise, it comes more or less, let's say, adapt and see. So therefore, I could expect especially the same, because it all happens within 1 week. And this is unnatural for Japan specifically, and also when we're looking in the Bank of Japan.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.